Okay, need the square, the big square. Now, I don't know what else to tell you other than if you got that in here and you got this going in here, roughly you're not even a 45. I mean, you got mark here, you got your ridge line here, and that's what I usually eyeball. Try and get everything eyeballed to run down through that, get some marks on your panel. Now, I like to use a marker on here. Your customer should never be up here. So if you end up having a little black point right here, I wouldn't be too concerned about that. That way you can see it. Because I'm a little color deficient, so I have a hard time seeing a gray lead pencil on a burnished slate roof. So I like to make sure that I'm able to see where my marks are so I can get this accurate. So you're trying to get this all to line up from this point here where my lines intersect down to my ridge. You want all these lines to intersect. And once you have that, you can take your Now, I made the comment about, having a little black on there and your custom drag walk. You're not trying to say you're trying to cut corners. It's just, when you leave, your customer should never have to go up on the roof unless they're putting Christmas lights up or something like that. A minor little black mark there is not going to affect the quality of your roof. Having it up here is not a big deal. Now, if you're right down by the spot where someone can see that, maybe don't use a black marker. But up in the roof where nobody's ever going to come, I wouldn't necessarily use them down there unless you cut the mark off on the eave where someone can see it walking by on the street. So now you have your marks. So now you got your marks there. Now what are you going to do? Well, just grab a can of Flex Seal and just spray the crap out of it. This panel, you can cut. The first one, you can cut with the ridge if you want. I like to bend this one around, and I like to bend both of them around. You don't have one or the other. I like to do that because I feel like that gives me a little better seat. This panel here, it just shows me where everything's running in. I don't know if you can still see this mark, but try to point them out. You want this to run long. This is going to run long. So then you're going to take 3 inches. Where did my pencil get to? Hiding somewhere. It's going to go here. There. Another reason we leave this bottom long is if I end up getting this just a little bit wrong, I have some forgiveness down here. I can move the valley up 1 inch, 2 inches, whatever I need, because you have about to where your valley cleat comes down and where this all intersects the drip edge, you have about 4 inches here that you have to mess up. I know last year when I did this, I think I had to do it 2 or 3 times to get it right. So if I get it right the first time here, that'd be a first. So I'm going to cut down through here to my mark. Okay, now I'm not going to try and cut this piece off right away, because ultimately when you're all done, the only holes you want are going to be pinholes. If you come up in here and you got a 1/2 inch gap or a 1/4 inch gap, an 1/8 inch gap, don't put foam behind it and put silicone in there. You're going to have leaks. You're going to have someone call you. Your customer's going to call us, why is my roof leaking? Try to have, the ultimate goal is when you're done to have a little bit of pinhole here, you have a little pinhole here, and then you'll probably have a little bit of a pinhole here at the top. Pinhole here at the bottom, this bottom here, and a little bit at the top. Everybody see that? Okay.
Hey, thanks for checking out these videos. Hope what you learned was very valuable for you. If you've got any questions or comments or would like to see something else, please reach out on our email or on our website. Thank you.